Happy New Year, Taurus. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And please keep in mind that the way I read, I don't actually channel through any spirit guides, but I do have the ability of channeling myself, my higher intuitive self. In the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, just to provide you with some advice, some guidance. This is a very complicated situation, Taurus. You're having a rough time here. Not a lot of positive energy coming from this person. Some of you might have been in a relationship, could have just been a situationship actually. We have awakening. Okay. All right. So we have here, Taurus, we have betrayal followed by selfhood, order, boundaries, nourishment, creativity, rhythms, awakening, and then we have laughter under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. These cards could also be vice versa because of the type of intensity that the feelings and emotions hold within a few of these ones. My dear Taurus, in this connection, there is a sense of moving on. And because one of us has moved on, it simply just feels as though one of us is betraying the other. This feeling of betrayal, it comes from knowing that there was truth that was hidden. A sense of faith that used to be there is no longer there now. I acted in a way that was very unexpected. I acted in a way as if you never really knew me at all, like a stranger. But I know that what I've done is wrong. And because I've betrayed you, I can clearly see that you are now someone who is very defensive. You keep to yourself. You don't talk that much. We don't really associate. The aura that you have now, I see, is an aura of, I am single and ready to mingle. And that, even though it shouldn't, that hurts me because I feel as though you have betrayed me. Yes. Narcissistic tendencies. I see you now as somebody who has moved on. You are somebody who is self-sufficient, self-reliant. So many things about you where you have worked hard and you have changed but you have changed because of me. I am the one who has changed your behavior, your thoughts, your patterns of behavior. You were never like this before. But since I did what I did, your behavior, your actions, everything has changed. I also feel that in this connection, you now are very defensive. You're closed off, and it's hard for me to penetrate this protective shield that you have over yourself. You don't want to be hurt again when I hurt you. This pain that exists, it's a reminder of what has happened between us and what I have done. It's hard for me to approach you now. Now I am actually intimidated. I feel intimidated. I don't feel right anymore. I find it difficult to be with you, to talk to you on a different level. And for this reason now, I don't know which way to go. I feel that I'm at a crossroads, stuck in all of this thick fog, not being able to move on, not knowing how to move on. The lack of direction that I have right now scares me. I could move forwards, backwards, left or right, take the right path, but I'm afraid I'm not going to take the right path because I can't see anything. So what do I do in all that time? I just wait. I don't do anything, I don't say anything, I simply just wait. And for this reason, it's better for me to also put up boundaries while I'm waiting. What's the use of talking to you, leading you on? It's better if I just cut it all off and just talk to you one day when I finally am able to see the proper road and make the proper decision. But in the meantime, yes, I have put up my boundaries. These boundaries I've kept up because they allow me to keep my emotional side at bay. I don't want to be emotionally attached to you because I know I can be hurt in the future. Right now, I realize that you are somebody who is very nurturing, caring, and protecting. You have this way of fulfilling me, everything, all of my desires, my needs, my fantasies, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. You are that one perfect person who I can call my other half, my better half. I do wish to create something with you, something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. It is difficult for me to not have this ambition. I do feel close to you, and I find it difficult to put you out of my mind. I try to wear different things. I try to change my persona, but at the end of the day, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, I always end up thinking about you. And I also feel that I've had this awakening moment and I'm starting to finally see things through your eyes. I'm finally starting to see from your perspective. I never did that before. I also feel now that there's a sense of laughter. Laughter because in my heart, at the end of the day, you are my best friend. You are somebody I rely on, somebody I can trust. You are like a friend, like a best friend to me. You know what makes me smile. You know what makes me tick. You know what makes my heart happy. For that, I cherish the friendship that I do have with you, still standing. But I'm afraid that because I've betrayed you, even that will fade away now soon. I don't want things to finish off in this manner, but I don't really see the situation improving because myself, I feel intimidated by you because I've hurt you. I betrayed you. All right, Taurus. Yeah. This is very strange. There's no love. There may be, this person may love you too. But you see those cards didn't pop up. None of the happy-go-lucky, mushy cards popped up at all. The only thing I saw here was the nourishment card and the laughter card. It talks more about the personality and how they feel that you are that special person. So Taurus, definitely in this connection, one of you has betrayed the other. I do see that. Could be both of you. One of you has become very separate, kind of independent. There's a lack of understanding, a lack of confusion in this connection, and there are boundaries. Because of this confusion, there are boundaries. Not wanting to move forward in this connection in a certain kind of way. Holding things back. All right. Let's have a look at another deck. That is the Lover's Path Tarot. All right. So, the Lover's Path Tarot. This is any action that this person took or something that they may have done that caused the problem in the first place for this connection to start going downhill. Why did things not work out? What happened? Queen of Coins and Queen of Staves. A lot of feminine energy here. The masculine energy, if you're dealing with a masculine energy, in a past life could have been a female in this connection. However, in this lifetime, it could be that, because of these cards, they themselves are slightly conflicted on the inside because they feel very emotional regarding the situation. Here we also have how at once, a long time ago, there was this desire with this Queen of Staves to be in power. The realization that one is clever. It talks about intelligence and power applied to creating pragmatic actions. However, things changed. There was a lack of that now. There was a lack of wit and wisdom and a lack of enthusiasm and action to expand what it is that you both were going towards. Here it also says waiting too long to use your forces, not showing the world your strengths, and feeling powerless. So you had a lot to do. You had a lot to show. This person had a lot to do and a lot to show, but they just didn't. For whatever reason, because of lack of understanding, where we have the Order card earlier, there was a lack of understanding, and therefore they did not move forward with many of the choices that they could have made. They were not showing the world what kind of strengths they had, and they started to feel powerless. We also have here the Queen of Coins. Let's have a look. All right. Queen of Coins here talks about how back in the beginning things may have seem to have a lot of prosperity. There's fertility, there's beauty, there's generosity. There was, at some point in time, prosperity and harmony, a sense of loyalty, warmth, and affection. But things changed. Here, we have a situation where this individual had the need to ground themselves. There was an over-materialistic orientation to life, and there was also disappointments in the home. So this is really interesting, an over-materialistic orientation to life. So they may have been maybe very much into looks, into the physical appearance of themselves and the physical appearance of yourself. We also have here the need to ground oneself, an over-materialistic orientation to life, disappointments in the home. So disappointments in the home, this talks about whatever type of lifestyle they have right now in their home right now, but also what they grew up in, what type of environment they grew up in. There's something here that has blocked them from achieving what it is that they want to achieve. They know this. It's kind of traumatic. But what's really bad is that this person didn't have a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom. And on top of that, they are having problems dealing with people at home. So it wasn't just one thing, Taurus. There was a bunch of things that may have caused this entire situation to break down for you. All right. Let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot. This is any action, any intention that this individual has towards you. I have here the Five of Wands. I'm going to put this back because it's on the bottom part. I usually just pick the top card. But just in case, it may just come out again. Five of Wands could talk about external parties, external energy, other people causing problems in this connection. Like I mentioned before, there's no spirit guides that are here or guiding me. For me, it doesn't work that way. Look at that craziness. The way the cards just come right out. Oh, yeah, the Fool card definitely has to be here. Fool card. Okay. My goodness, Three of Pentacles has shown up so many times already. I've done a few readings, and it's a lot this time around in this deck. There's struggle. It is kind of a complicated situation here with the Two of Swords. So these are, before I even begin, these are any actions, intentions, or plans that this person might have towards you currently or in the far future. We have here the Two of Swords. So yes, this person feels a certain something towards you. However, they don't really want to go and talk about it or deal with it. They're covering their heart. They really don't want to deal with it. They have their eyes, there's blindfold, they can't see, they can't hear. Their heart is crossed with these two swords. They just don't want to deal with it. Enough is enough for them. Here we also have the World card. However, they are going to realize that you do mean the world to them, that even if, because you do, even if you have differences, they do feel that it's important that emotionally and physically, the gap between the both of you, it decreases. They don't want this gap. Here we also have the Fool card. With the Fool card, it talks about how in this connection, this person does want to take a leap of faith with you. They do feel that in this connection, all that has happened or is going to happen, they may take this kind of risk. They will think first. They will act first and think later. And unfortunately, it is sweet. It's a nice gesture, but unfortunately, it doesn't talk about a lot of promise. To me, being in the energy of a Fool is wishy-washy. Very wishy-washy. You don't know if this person really is going to stay or not. Why? Because they have not truly worked hard to think about the connection. They know what they want, but are they willing to do what it takes to do it properly? That is the whole issue here. We also have here the Three of Pentacles. Beautiful card. Some of you may be dealing with an individual who you work with right now or maybe have had in the past. Also, if you don't work with this person, this could simply be somebody who is a friend of a friend. You know this individual through somebody, and they are falling in love with you. Here we also have King of Swords. Alongside the one I just said, they are falling in love with you, but they also want to have an excuse to kind of work alongside you. Work on a project together. Something that will make that excuse, bring that excuse. What's interesting here is we also have, with the King of Swords, we also have the King of Swords. This does talk about how in this connection, even though there is this feeling of wanting to stay closed off, that will eventually start to change. The imagery in the mind is changing. The expectations are changing. With the King of Swords, it does talk about how in this connection, it may seem as if this person is very aloof, they're very cold, they're very distant, but in all honesty, they have a very soft heart for you. You have a place in their heart. You do. And they want to do something that would be solid with you. However, for you, it might end up being a bit complicated because you feel like you cannot approach this individual. Do I see any action? I do see action that this person is going to reach out and talk to you, either directly or indirectly. The only problem is that if and when they do, with them reaching out to you, it might just be temporary in nature. It might not be exactly what you're looking for, not 100%, might not be. Okay. Let's have a look now. Just going to do a quick prayer. Oh, recovery. Yikes. So a lot of you, maybe not all of you, have gone through some type of anxiety, stress, or depression regarding this individual, and it's really drained you. First card is the strongest. The angels always, and they're always worried, and they always prefer having, you know, the motto, health comes first, right? Health is wealth, health is happiness. The first card is here. They are worried about your health, so start taking care of yourself. It does say there is recovery, so that's great. You are going to be recovering. We also have here, ask your angels. So do meditate, and you can ask your angels the questions, the answers that you need. There is a method of doing that. The angels work in what we call the Abrahamic religion. So it's not in every culture that you have these particular angels, right? The way I do it, I pray to the Christ consciousness. Not all of you have to do this. Not all of you have to. Some people think that I'm converting people. Don't feel that. You can always click the X button and just leave if that's what you feel comfortable with. But that's not my intention here. So if you do want to communicate, you got to go through the right channels. That's the way it is. In the workplace, you want to communicate with the director, you got to go through the manager. That's the way it is. This is how it happens. So, for myself, I pray to the Christ consciousness in my mind's eye. I just talk and I say, can I please, I want to talk to your Father, who is the Almighty. That is the Christ consciousness Father. That is what we call the source. The source is just like pure white light. The source is, wow, that's a lot. The source is pure white light. That is what we call the divine. And these angels work for him. And I say him because he chooses to be a him. He actually has two. He's dual. However, he chooses to be in the alpha state, being a leader, being a go-getter, having more confidence. So from there you can ask for permission, ask him, I'd like to speak to these angels. Can you please give them permission to come and help me? That's all you have to say. Some of you might actually hear a confirmation saying, yeah, that's okay, that's fine. Here you go. And after that, you also then call upon the angels, archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel. You can ask them. I'm getting the name Uriel as well, so you can also call upon Uriel too. And they need permission to help you. So you also need to give them permission. Just because they need that confirmation that, okay, you're good to go, you're ready for us to help you, so they need that. After that, it is important for you to just simply remain positive after you have made your petition, basically. You've asked this question and you want some answers. It is important to remain positive. The only thing about this card is that you can only remain positive if you are in a positive environment with positive people. If you're in an environment where there's just a whole lot of negativity, nothing is going to get anywhere. Here, we also have don't stop. Don't stop giving and receiving love. They do want you to communicate clearly within the next few weeks or months. There's going to be a chance to communicate. You may have felt very negative, but no, they're saying no, trust in the Christ consciousness or just your God or the Almighty, the source, the one God that exists, the one power that exists in the universe that is positive in nature. They're saying no, trust in that particular divine being and remain positive. So no, remain positive and trust in the Christ consciousness or others of you if it's just the source. Here we also have something really good, peaceful resolution. That is a relief. If some of you have gotten into a problem with this person, if there were arguments with this person, at the very least, you can expect a peaceful resolution in the far future, maybe within the next few months. However, they're still telling you to wait. So don't rush into anything. Let it happen. Let it flow on its own. It'll be in your favor if you allow it to happen and unfold naturally. All right, we also have here, there's no need to worry, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. So with this particular card, there's no need to worry. They know that you are worried. They know that certain things have happened where you are very pessimistic at this point. But like they're saying, trust in God, remain positive, don't stop giving and receiving love, and just keep that positive energy flowing when you're also communicating. For some of you, you might want to have a look at the chakra checkup package that I have. I tell you what you have in your home in terms of negative energy, as well as around your aura and inside of your body, in your chakra centers. I teach you how to get rid of those negative energies. You feel much better after that. Your home environment, sometimes even your relationships, start to improve because there's no longer any demons, jinns, or evil spirits causing issues. Also, when you get rid of negative energy, you are actually able to stay positive because positivity, the energy of positivity, it remains there. However, if you have a lot of negative energy, it pushes positivity away. It just kind of like, consumes it. It overlaps over that. So it is important to have that type of energy around you, which is positive, and you can only get that if you get rid of the negative energy. Now, even if you decide to do all this, you need to keep in mind that you have to be near positive people. You can't be in a home or a household where it's constantly like there's arguments or there's constant bickering. people constantly putting you down, right? You have to have a positive environment to receive a positive result. Like sees like. All right, Taurus, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I also just want to announce that I'm still taking readings right now, love readings. So if you wish, you can feel free to place an order for that. The love readings right now are written report readings. And I'm also doing past life readings if some of you are still interested in that as well. All right. Taurus, you take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys again. Bye now.